Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring one powerful thing you can say that genuinely draws women in, when said the right way. Let's dive in. Segment 1. The psychology behind words. Words are more than just a means of communication. They shape thought, influence emotion, and drive behavior. Psychologists have long studied how language affects perception and decision-making. For instance, positive wording can uplift mood, while negative phrasing may trigger anxiety or defensiveness. The concept of framing illustrates how different word choices can lead to different responses, even when conveying the same information. A 95% success rate feels more reassuring than a 5% failure rate, despite being statistically identical. Additionally, certain words carry emotional weight based on personal or cultural associations. Understanding the psychological impact of language helps individuals craft more persuasive messages, build better relationships, and navigate social dynamics with greater empathy and awareness. Segment 2. Emotional safety and excitement. Emotional safety and excitement, while seemingly contradictory, are essential partners in creating deep, fulfilling connections. Emotional safety offers a foundation of trust and acceptance, where individuals feel free to express themselves without fear of judgment. This sense of security enables openness and vulnerability. Excitement adds energy, novelty, and passion, keeping relationships fresh and engaging. When people feel emotionally safe, they are more willing to embrace the unknown and take emotional risks. Together, safety and excitement create a dynamic where both comfort and curiosity thrive, fostering deeper relationships, personal growth, and lasting emotional bonds. Segment 3. Understanding her emotional language. To connect deeply, you must understand how women often process emotions. Many women are wired to notice tone, subtle shifts in expression, and nonverbal signals. So the phrase only works when your tone matches your words. It needs to sound like truth, not a line. That means you must feel what you say. Learn to speak her emotional language by being mindful, warm, and a bit vulnerable. When your words resonate emotionally, they echo in her memory far beyond the moment. Segment 4. The delivery matters more than the line. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Delivery is everything. Speak slowly, pause for effect, and hold eye contact. Let your voice carry emotion, not just words. Women are attuned to sincerity and timing. If you rush, stammer, or look away, even a powerful phrase loses its effect. Confidence is quiet, not loud. Deliver the line like it's a secret you trust her with, not a punchline. Make it feel personal and real. That's when it lands. Segment 5. The magic of tease plus vulnerability. Here's the secret formula. Tease plus vulnerability. Teasing shows confidence and playfulness. Vulnerability shows depth and courage. When you combine both, you create irresistible emotional contrast. Example: your trouble, but the kind I'd risk everything for. It flirts and flatters, while opening a door to connection. She'll feel the tension and intrigue, wondering if you're serious. And that's the point. The right phrase feels like an invitation into your world, not just a compliment. And that's what keeps her thinking about it. Segment 6. Why this works. Brain chemistry. Neuroscience explains this effect. Emotional language triggers dopamine and oxytocin, pleasure and bonding chemicals. When you say something surprising, charming, and warm, her brain lights up. It becomes memorable. Our brains remember moments that made us feel something. The phrase we're building toward activates that response, especially when said with presence. When a woman feels both emotionally safe and subtly excited, her body responds before her mind catches up. That's what makes this kind of communication so powerful. It speaks brain and heart. Segment 7. Read the moment. The phrase doesn't work in a vacuum. You must read the room. Has rapport been built? Is she smiling, relaxed, and present? Then you're good. But if she's guarded or distracted, hold off. Timing makes all the difference. Don't force a moment, feel for it. When you're both vibing, the phrase becomes a spark. When the moment is wrong, it becomes awkward. The more emotionally aware you are, the better your delivery becomes. This is art, not just technique. Segment 8. The real reason girls respond. The reason women respond to certain words isn't because they're clever. It's because they create emotional impact. A phrase that mixes charm, safety, and intention makes her feel seen. And being seen is powerful. This is about connection, not conquest. When your words reflect that you value who she is, not just how she looks, it disarms defenses. She'll respond because you're giving her something deeper than attention, recognition. And that, more than anything, is what draws people closer. Segment 9. Crafting your version. You don't need to copy the exact phrase. Make it yours. Use words that feel natural to you. The key is to strike that same emotional tone. Playful, honest, slightly bold. Think of a moment where you genuinely appreciate her spark and put it into words. The right phrase feels like a mix of admiration and flirtation. It's personal, not generic. Authenticity makes it powerful. The moment she believes you mean it, that's when it clicks. Segment 10. Practicing emotional presence. To say something powerfully, you must be emotionally present. That means not just focusing on what to say, but being there when you say it. Look her in the eyes. Let your body language reflect comfort, not nervousness. Breathe. Feel what you say. Emotional presence means dropping performance and stepping into connection. The phrase works because it's delivered by someone who's grounded. When you show up with real energy, your words carry that energy. And that's what makes them unforgettable. Segment 11. The phrase unlocked. So what is the phrase? Try this. You're that kind of beautiful that makes me nervous to mess it up. It's honest, vulnerable, and confident all at once. It flatters while admitting real feeling. She'll pause, maybe smile, and feel the emotional tension. That's the magic. Or try. You've got that look that could ruin a guy in the best way. Customize the words, but keep the structure. Tease plus truth. Let it be raw, smooth, and real. That's the formula. Segment 12. Your turn. Use it wisely. Now that you have the tools, it's your turn. But remember, this isn't about tricking anyone. It's about showing up as your best self and using words to create meaningful moments. Speak from the heart. Stay present. Let the phrase rise naturally in the right moment, and say it like you mean it. The words work because they carry real energy. And when a woman feels that, really feels it, it creates something powerful between you. Conclusion. That's it. The real science and art behind saying one thing that can stop a girl in her tracks. Be present, be real, and let your words come from emotional truth. When said right, they don't just impress, they connect. Keep practicing presence, and you'll see just how powerful words can be. Enjoyed this breakdown? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more content on confidence, connection, and real communication. Stick around. Your best self is just getting started.